listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
know it well.
10:33. Welcome back. Daily Show on a Monday. Someone that has worked definitely harder than I have this week. Mary Cordes, Executive Director of Hayner Library. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are we doing?
Okay. Doing all right.
I love you. You are so fun. Well, and I just, I want to say, so many people, we were talking, my aunt, out of all people, because she watches the show every once in a while, and she goes, CJ, I never realized how many things, well, it wasn't things, how much stuff was over at Hayner Library.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, and I just love this because even though we drive by and we know that Hayner's there, to just dive into it's really fun.
Yeah, yeah. And it's funny because the last couple of weeks I've gone to speak at, I think, 2 or 3 different groups. And after I was finished, that was the exact same thing that the attendees at the events or at the meetings said. They're like, I had no idea you did that much. And I said, well, yeah, and we're trying something new all the time. So people should be getting our next newsletter in their mailboxes probably mid to late September, and we have a whole bunch of new programs, which I'm really excited when I come back in a couple of times to talk about. So we're trying new stuff. So yeah.
Well, and you guys are doing a really good job of trying new stuff, but also not losing sight of what's worked too.
Right, exactly. Yeah, we have our long-term programs that we've been doing that I don't anticipate us, really ever getting rid of because they work and people really, really like them. But you don't want to just rely on what you've done in the past. You always want to keep moving forward. So we've got some really fun programs coming up. A couple of them are passive programs because people are busy and you want to be able to participate in programs on your own time and on your own schedule. So we have some of those and some new speakers and some new programming.
Did you guys hire a maintenance person?
No, so that's what I was going to ask you if anyone out there would like it's a light maintenance position. So really, we kind of are looking for a jack of all trades. So somebody who can kind of do electrical, a little bit, very, very light. Change some light bulbs. Really, it's getting up on a ladder because you can't be afraid.
I almost had somebody
of heights. You. So, but some light maintenance. So anybody that kind of has a little bit of experience with electrical, plumbing, that kind of thing. But, we obviously bring in contractors too. So,
you aren't rewiring
You're not rewiring anything. You're going to change some light bulbs, maybe do that kind of thing. And
good for a retiree?
Yeah, it'd be perfect. It's 25 hours a week. So it's Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And it does have some paid time off and also some participation in the Illinois Municipal Retirement Fund. So it's a great job for anybody that's looking for part-time work.
Wow.
It is a physical job. So, but it would be great. And we're still hiring. So if you go to our website, HaynerLibrary.org, and click on at the top of the page, I think it's About Us, and there's employment opportunities listed.
Let me take you there, just so we can get you guys on this. It's About Us. Volunteer opportunities, please click on those. And then employment opportunities right here.
Yep.
Look, there's Mary!
No, nobody else would volunteer to be on the website. So there's a lot of me on the website because everybody else is like, I don't want my picture on there. And thankfully, a couple people, they did volunteer to do it.
So look at this. That is a wonderful opportunity. And it's, look at the hours, guys. Yeah. It's Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. until 1 p.m. You can't beat that.
Yep. There's going to be a few hours where, especially if it's snowing, it'll require snow removal, and you don't know when it's going to snow. So there might be some off hours for that kind of thing. And some yard maintenance, some outdoor work. So if you like being outside, there's some outdoor work components with it as well. So
that's really cool.
If you know anyone,
what number do they call?
You can call the library at 618-462-0677 and just ask about the position. And if the front desk staff wants to transfer people to me, that's totally fine too. So just call the library and
I pay attention.
We have applications at the front desk too, so you can fill that out.
And you can be up my neighbor. You can see me kind of waddling into Mac's convenience store every morning. Well, as we're getting into this point in the year, it's got to be a little bit challenging. I would assume because kids are back in school now. Summer reading's over, but you still got a ton of work to catch up on.
We do. So one of the things that we are required by the state every year is to fill out is the Illinois Public Library Annual Report, and that's a collection of all the statistics of everything that we've done throughout the year. And while it's a pretty intensive report that we have to fill out, it's really exciting because you really get to see your year in review. You get to see how many people actually attended programs. So I'm hoping I'll have some of those numbers for the next time I come visit.
I hope they're good numbers.
They're really good numbers.
Okay,
they're
good.
really good numbers.
That makes me smile.
And they're due back. Yeah, they're due to the state on September 1st. So hopefully when I come next week, I'll have some statistics to throw at you.
We can have some cake and celebrate.
Yes.
Well, and how has your roles at Hayner before that prepared you for the executive director spot and what you're doing with it? Because that's a lot of hours to.
Yeah, it was working in a lot of different departments and being able to, just like when you're working on this report, knowing, okay, yeah, I worked in this department, I did this, I did that, and I've helped put this report together. And there's lots of us that have. We all bring our information to it.
You guys
and then
got
the director,
great team.
We do. We have a fantastic staff. And then the director kind of puts all the statistics together and reports them. But it's kind of been helpful because you think, does that number seem right? And then you think, yeah, because I've worked in that department and I know what this is and that is. So it has been helpful to do. So
well, and honestly, I just think that's going to be exciting for us too, because as long as we can, help get more people to. I mean, it's talking out loud. That's a wonderful thing.
Yep.
And now, as the school year goes, how important is it for you guys to stay tuned to what the school districts are working on, what their kind of programs are, and tying them into what you do at the library?
It is important. We have a really good relationship with the school district, which is nice. Sharon Wyndham, who is the manager of our teen and youth departments, she has a really good working relationship with the previous superintendent. We hope to have one with the new superintendent. We have classrooms that come in and take tours of the library. Our genealogy and local history library staff has worked with the school district to create the Alton history curriculum.
That's cool.
So we really know what is going on in the schools. We work with, I've put in articles about the ROAR, the Reading Volunteer Program, in our newsletter. So we're always kind of just keeping our eye on what the school district is doing and how we can help, assist with that or provide services and programs that are tailored to what the school needs.
Not to cut you off too, but also the book. I mean, the Alton history book and the children's book and those things. I mean, that's
working with those departments.
But
Renee
those are
Johnson,
invaluable. I mean, those are priceless.
They really are. And it's nice because we keep our foot in the door at the school district, and then the school district, if they ever need anything, they think, oh, the library. We've got contacts at the library in multiple departments. We kind of have our foot in the door and know, okay, we can call this person if we want to work on a program together, or we can do this, we can do that. So that's kind of nice.
Wonderful.
Too. Yeah.
Just wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, what is coming down the pipe?
So we've got a few programs coming up. We've got one, we have our Fall Memory Cafe, and this is the program that we do with the Alzheimer's in a partnership with the Alzheimer's Association. And so patrons who are experiencing dementia or Alzheimer's or memory loss related issues, they can come along with their caregivers, and caregivers can meet with each other and kind of develop relationships and friendships and see, okay, have you tried this resource? Have you tried that resource? This is what's helped our family. This is what's helped our family. And then at the same time, the people who are experiencing dementia and Alzheimer's, we actually have activities that help them kind of reminisce and hopefully bring back some memories. And they're all different themed, and we have some coffee and light refreshments that we serve. We just kind of want to create a welcoming place for patrons. And that is Saturday, September 14th from 10 to 12, open house style at our mall library. Jared Hennings is coming.
He's always great.
Oh, he has such a great voice, and his musicians that play with him, Ralph Monroe and Brian McKinney, are fantastic.
They're great.
They are so good, and so they're going to be coming on September 24th, which is a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. at the Mall Library upstairs in our performance room, and they're going to be presenting the music of Billy Eckstine and Mel Torme. So that's going to be
nice.
That's going to be really fun. So we have those two programs coming up, and then we have a film flashback Friday, which is September 12th at 6 p.m., The House of Flying Daggers. We're going to show that, and that'll be at our genealogy and local history library. So we have those coming up. And then in September, we have a couple of programs. I don't know that we really have talked too much about them. It's X's and So's, which is kind of a really great program.
Yeah, we've mentioned it, but we never really talked
about it. Not gone in depth about it. So what we do, we have our multi-purpose room at Alton Square Library. And so if you are a crafter or an artisan or an artist and you need a big place to spread out your work and work on it, or if you want to meet other people who are doing the same type of work, you can come. We have a smart board in our multi-purpose room at Alton Square Mall. We do it twice a month. We have a big smart board where we can pull up a database that we have called Creative Bug,
which is free with your Hayner Library card.
Hayner Library card. You can get it at home.
I'm used to the library.
Yeah, you can get it at home and watch it. But maybe you want to see it on a big screen, or you're working on something, and we can pull up a tutorial for you while you're working on it and try to figure it out.
But I think it's good for new people that are even maybe not even just new, but just are stuck.
Yeah, whether you're stuck or maybe you're thinking about, I've been thinking about working on this craft. Maybe come and see if somebody else is working on the same thing, and they can kind of get you started, tell you what kind of materials you're going to need, or hints or tips or that kind of thing. So basically, you pack it up and bring it to the library, and we provide the space for you to work on it.
So I can see you sniffling. The air quality had just shot up to negative bad. So they put the air quality alert out in like the last 10 minutes. We've gone from average to bad. I like just hearing us talk right now. Yes, I can feel this happen.
Yes, I know. So I ran into two people yesterday, and I said, and I kind of backed away from them. I said, "Do you have a cold?" And they said, "No, it's just the air quality."
So I swear, right when I'm like hearing us both talk, and I'm looking at this air quality because our sinuses are like identical. It's insane.
I know. Yeah, there've been a couple people. It's like, do you have a cold? No, sinuses.
So X's and So's is there any crap that we cannot bring, like anything that could be considered dangerous?
No, I mean, we haven't run across one yet. Let's put it that way. I mean, I'm sure there might be. Like if you're working on creating a new type of jet fuel, probably don't bring it into the library. But
I know a few towns that are doing that.
Yeah, right. But if you are just working on a sewing or quilting or painting or any of that kind of thing, you are welcome to bring that into the library. So maybe not that, but other than that, you should be okay.
Hey, how are the teens group doing?
They're doing really well. Yeah, they're doing really well. We had, I think, I'm relying on my memory, which right now isn't great, but I think we had 37 teens who completed the summer reading program, which is kind of amazing, because I think it might be the most we've ever had, because teens don't exactly, you think teens in the library. We've got a great group of teens. We have a really great person who's also doing new programs and services for them, and she is amazing. Megan Dees is her name.
We've had Megan on the show.
Fantastic, and she has a memory that's unbelievable. The kids can come in. She reads young adult fiction so that she knows her audience, and kids can come in and mention a book series. She's either read it or knows about it, and she can list the titles in the series in order. I mean, she's amazing. And the teens are really responding to her.
And see, that to me is why you need to have the right people, because you can go to school all you want and have every degree in the world, but if you can't connect with the teens, and what I think is important too, and I don't want to say more important, because both of those roles are equally valuable. But to get a young child excited to the library too is very important. Not only just that, but to get their parents excited.
Exactly. And if you can get somebody when they're young who becomes a library user, they're pretty much going to be a library user and a reader the rest of their life, because they see how important, not only how important it is, but just the services and programs we offer that are free. I mean, if you can get in that mindset of, instead of running out to the store to buy something, come to the library and get it for free. If you can get out of that mindset of, hiring, maybe somebody to help you write a paper, and remember we have the databases, you can do that for free. Just everything you think about before you go to a store, we really want people to think, or hire somebody, can I do that at the library? Because you pretty much can. There's not a group that's asked me to come and speak, or a group that I've gone to talk to, or anyone that has said, oh, we want you to come, but you probably don't have anything that you can talk to us about. It's like, nope, I guarantee you we can make it fit, because every aspect of life.
Hell, everyone I talk to, that seriously, whether it's a school district or I just had Senator Harris was just on this last week, and we were talking about having those mobile office hours, that she does. There's a component for everybody.
There really is.
When is the coffee cup being made that says LFL? Library for Life.
Oh yeah. You know what? That's actually.
I got you.
I got you. I know.
I'm telling you.
I know, because we are actually working on maybe getting some swag that we can sell.
Library for Life.
I'll have to remember that. So,
you can have it for free.
Thanks.
But I mean, to me, those are the things you write are so important because it's not just. And I've gone through this so many times, and with coaching and all the things that I've done with kids and all that is. It's not necessarily the kid. It's how do you keep their parent interested enough to bring them.
Yes, exactly. And that's one of the things, too, that, yes, we're having a story time, and yes, the story time is for the kids, but we have families who have become really good lifelong friends because they met as parents at the library. Or, there's the story time taking place, but then we have the parents who all know each other and who cheer for each other and who have become friends. And, it's if you can create a bond with parents, they want to come. They want to see their kids do well. They want to entertain their kids. They want to see the friends that they've made at the story time and the story hour. So yeah, it's really important.
And it really just showcases though why it's just why to have you guys is so important too, because if you don't get that child interested in STEM and interested in reading and critical thinking, it really leads to a lifetime of struggle.
It does. It really does. And we have programs that we've designed or that we've partnered up with. So we have like 1,000 books before kindergarten. And so what we've done is we've created this program and participated in this program where you can come into the library, sign your child up as soon as they're born. And the whole point is before they get to kindergarten, before they turn 5, you will have read 1,000 books to them. And that you really can't calculate. There's not a way to calculate how important that is because it's just, you're learning letters and numbers and colors and phonics and that relationship with reading and with the written word and also parent time, with your child. And it's really important. And so for every so many books that they read, there's incentives and prizes and things because we do realize how important it is to build a relationship with reading and with the library. So
well, and that's what I just think it's really great to kind of take hold of that and realize what it's there for. Now, when does your Teen Advisory Board meet?
The Teen Advisory Board meets, and I've got it in the newsletter because like I told you this morning when we were talking about working on that program, my brain is just about shot. The Teen Advisory Board meets on Wednesdays. It meets on September 11th. That's our next one at 4:00 p.m. We meet at the Mall Library. And what we love, it's always the second Wednesday of every month. And the teens meet. And this is really important because this is where they get together and they decide, hey, this is what we want to work on or what we want to have this we call them semesters, but this quarter at the library. So they help us develop our programming. They help us develop our services because, we want it to be responsive to what they want. Because if you want teens to come in the library, you have to give them what they want. And so a lot of our programming is based on what they've suggested to us.
Well, that is just a wonderful opportunity to be a part of. And another thing, guys, if you haven't been a part of this one, we've talked about this before, but September the 5th is the next opportunity for Taps and Tums, which is one of the greatest things that you guys have going for you.
That's so much fun. That's really fun.
But you created a community.
We did.
Mary,
we absolutely did. We have a group that meets, and what I love about it is there's like a core group that has been there since the beginning, and it's grown exponentially. I mean, we've had up to almost 30 people at this book club, which it sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. And we've actually talked about taking that and like putting people at 2 tables, and everybody's like, no. We really like the one big discussion group, which is great. So,
cool.
But what I love about it is this group has formed, and they have really become friends, but they're so welcoming to new people because we still have new people that show up every time, and they think, oh, these people seem like they know each other, and that group just welcomes everybody in. So that takes place at the Old Bakery Beer Company, and a shout out to the Old Bakery Beer Company because they give us a room to use for free. Yeah. You get a drink when you come in, and it's alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Everybody gets a free drink, and they've really been a great
community partner.
Yeah, it's been a great partnership with them. So, it takes place from 6 to 7 o'clock is our social hour. And so you can participate in that. And if you want to, if you don't have to come to that. And then at 7 o'clock, that's when the actual book discussion takes place. And it runs from 7 to 8, depending on how good the book is. Sometimes it runs a little past that, but it's been a lot of fun. And we are meeting on Thursday, September 5th, and we're reading Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. So, and we always try to make sure that we have the book in audiobook, ebook, large print, and regular print so that everybody can participate.
So I wanted to ask you this. curious. Right now, currently on September 17th, is Neil Gaiman still going to be?
That one has been canceled.
Okay.
And because Neil Gaiman has kind of been he's been in the news. Let's put it that way.
I wanted to because I saw it advertised.
He
and
has been in the news, and so this newsletter gets published quarterly, and it comes out ahead of time. And he was set up ahead of time, and then some allegations came out, and it was just made everybody a little uncomfortable. And so
that's a good call.
Yeah, we don't really know the circumstances or the validity or anything, and so it's like, well, let's pause this for a second and see how this shakes out. And then if everything shakes out great, then Neil, you're welcome back. If it doesn't, then
see you later.
We haven't. And those are set up through a consortia, a group of libraries throughout the whole state. So from Chicago all the way down to Cairo, we all belong to this, and it's programs that you can.
So for the audience that says I always have everything scripted, that's how you can tell that I do not ask or do not prepare a single question. There's a guy out there that seriously thinks all this is staged. I swear.
No.
But October the 9th, though, Erica Sanchez is doing good, though. She's allowed.
She's coming. She's coming Wednesday, October 9th at 7 p.m. And these are all programs that you can get. You register for them online, and then you watch them online. And so if you want to watch them at home from the comfort of your own home, that's fantastic. But if you need to access it at the library, just come to the library, bring a set of headphones with you, and plug them in, and you can sit and watch this program at a computer at the library, too.
Let's talk internet access at the library.
Yeah, so you can access the internet multiple different ways. So we have computers that you can just sit down and use. Anybody is welcome to use them. If you have a library card, you just sit down, put your library card number in, and just log straight into the computer. If you don't, you can get a guest account at the front desk, and it just takes a couple of seconds. You just bring your ID in with you. We give you a number, and then you sit down and use it. Or you can use the Wi-Fi at the library. So same thing. You just log into the Wi-Fi with your library card or a guest account. And we have that. You can also check out laptops and hotspots with your library card. So you can check that out from the library and take those home with you. And we also offer wireless printing. So if you're at the library and you've got something on your phone and you don't want to sit down and log in, you can just send it remotely. There's an app that you can put on your phone. You send it remotely and just come in and print it out. So we have all kinds of ways to access the internet.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we need to talk about today?
I don't think so. I think we've got...
Mary Cordes, I'm going to let you get back to working hard.
Yeah, thanks. Gee, thank you.
Well, and this has just been wonderful to keep talking all the things that you guys are working on. You can stay up to date by going to Hayner Library.org. There's a tab on the website that says, How Do I? Right underneath that is Get a Library Card. Click on that, you put your information in, and you're taking care of that quickly.
Yeah.
Or just stop by one of the locations, get your library card, and realize how much of a door this is. A door to adventure, a door to learning, a door to, so much, honestly. A door to things.
Yeah. A door to things in the library.
How's the Seed Library doing?
Doing really well, and we're really hoping, I'm glad you brought that up, because now, I just went out in my yard this weekend and pulled a bunch of seeds from my black-eyed Susans.
Oh, cool.
And so now's the time when people are starting to kind of take it's the last few weeks of summer, and then we're going to get into fall, and people are going to start harvesting things. And so we're really hoping that people will think of the library when they're harvesting their seeds, because all they have to do is just clean them, bring them in a big baggie if you want to, and we'll take care of the rest. You just need to make sure they're prepped, and we'll divide them up, we'll label them, we'll put them out, we'll do all the work. You just bring in the seeds. So
that sounds good. Well, Mary Cordes, get back to working hard.
Thank you. Thanks. Appreciate it.
We'll take a quick break, and we'll wrap up the Monday that was after this.